Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? AMC has a great trading day, and this is the third day in positive percentage gain in terms of valuation. And AMC has a great day, specifically up nearly 10%, 8.8% to be exact, and closing at 824. We do see some bullishness coming into AMC, especially looking at some of the call options in some of the contracts that we're going to be looking at that are expiring in just a few weeks. We have some other catalysts that could be influencing the trendiness of AMC, which we referenced in last videos. And also some analysts are kind of changing their price targets for their future predictions on AMC, considering it has kind of gone through some of the worst of the worst. And now that it has cash and liquidity on hand and kind of saved itself from bankruptcy, what could be the future? And of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos, and let's get into the content. Now, you see AMC, like I said, closes at 824. Now, trading volume at 37 million with the market cap now at 1.3 billion. This is looking pretty good, especially as there was a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of holding off, trying to find that balance. Remember, we had that 1-for-10 reverse stock split, which meant basically if you had 10 shares, now you had one. And you also had those ape preferred units that were basically converted to AMC common stock, and then you had a severe dilution, and then also the announcement of selling those 40 million shares. So we had bad news on top of bad news that really was the cost of the loyalty in the investor in order to try to raise that cash liquidity and to avoid bankruptcy. That was trying to settle on where the price was going to stabilize, and we saw a stabilization basically at the $7 zone right here and settle down around there. But today we get a little bit of an influx, buying pressure coming in, and you see momentum pushing back to the 824. Now, it will be interesting to see if AMC is able to maintain this price to tomorrow's trading session, if it can maintain that, or if it will come back down to that $7 zone. Now, some things that we have talked about possibly is this new movie that's really surrounding around kind of the GameStop and AMC, the whole meme stock coin in the short squeeze, that what's called Dumb Money. Now, this is going to be premiering here on Friday in just 2 short days. And what you do have is actually the CEO, Adam Aaron. He commented on X, aka Twitter, changing the name of that, AMC, that millions of shareholders are going to find the new movie Dumb Money really opening to be utterly fascinating, and basically saying that they're showcasing the increasing stature and the power of the retail investor, saying that early day and special early day screening will take place today at select theaters, and then it will fully be released here on September 15th. And on top of that, you kind of have some trendiness, and you do have some retail investors that seem to be bringing confidence to AMC, as we also see some noteworthy call option alerts that are kind of indicating a bullish sentiment around AMC. And we're looking at contracts that are really set here for September 29th, and we'll be keeping a look at that. We'll take a look at those in just a second, looking at the call price of basically about $8.5. And what we're seeing is volume traded here around this ask price amounts to about 900 contracts. So you're seeing the actual option volatility increase at a pretty quick rate. And if we go to those options specifically, looking at the ones that do expire on September 29th here, you can see that we got 2,000 calls already at about that ask price for the basically 8.5 strike. So at the 8.5 strike, and especially coming up here, you even have another about 2,100 calls for that $11 strike price. Compared to the puts that are up here, they aren't as basically strong as we have seen, especially with the puts this last week, with thousands upon thousands below that $7 strike. And now we actually have increases for the end of this week, basically coming up here to the $9 to $10 zone. So you could have basically bullish analysis, and we do have bullish sentiment that could be pushing the stock closer to $10 here in the near future. Now, talking about AMC, and especially what the analysts are saying, they really do suggest that there is lots of revenue coming into AMC in terms of the restructuring in the company fundamentals. There's also been some great summer box office success from Barbie and Oppenheimer. We talked about this, and we've talked about this before, that Taylor Swift's movie, The Eras Tour, will be capturing and basically bringing those record sales that we have seen. They already smashed records in the first day of ticket pre-sales. The concert sold 26 million for those days in advance. But however, the bears do have a different view. They characterize basically AMC as a value trap, arguing that there are no fundamental improvements on the business, and that the pandemic really shuttered the movie theaters, and that there's just more dilution that could be basically, it could be too late for AMC. But what's in the forecast is interesting thing you see right here is some people are taking a very large bullish price target for $45. That's what Eric Worrell here says, and assumes AMC can return to this pre-pandemic profitability. Now, you do have other people that say that they think AMC will go lower, and we have people that have changed in groups, even changed their price targets to $155, but kind of meeting in the middle here. Even have some that changed price targets to $19. So talking about that, I think a bottom line here that I do agree with this article is that early in the year, many analysts were predicting that AMC was going to go bankrupt. But for now, it looks like they were actually able to delay that outcome, which keeps us all, continuing to talk about it, and especially people that do have different types of predictions, either if that's bullish or bearish on the future growth of AMC. They have been able to delay that. Yes, it was at a cost for their, cost of their shareholders. I think some loyalty in terms of their retail investors, which is a really important spot for AMC to keep a hold of, especially that critical value. However, that dilution, that raising capital, it seems like that was kind of just a pinch that AMC was stuck in. But where it is now, I think, is all we have to work with. So especially AMC, will it rise from its debt-ridden meme stock to a legitimate investment? And that's the big question, and that many people have tons of different opinions on. And that's only going to come up with a matter of time. But nonetheless, great to see here AMC is actually gaining a little bit of steam and trying to find its grounding and trying to basically rise from the ashes that everybody thought that it was going to crumble down completely in the beginning of the year. So AMC still continues to live on. It still continues to trade. Big decisions ahead for it, and especially it'll be interesting to see what happens on the trading side. But I'll keeping you guys updated. Take care. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys later.